and surprisingly, no, cheaper one not working better sometimes. So it's very surprising information for me. So sometimes if you make price bigger, the sales grow. That's crazy thing which I can't explain, but like that's how it works. In this February the 2025, there is a big hype of DeepSeek appears, like huge amount of news, huge amount of traffic, and I say, hey man, what if we like jump into this huge amount of traffic, and we'll create the extension with DeepSeek in sidebar, like which will provide basically access to user, like AI wrapper, just in a way that people love. Like it's will be available on any page, and we say, okay, let's do this. We do an MVP like in 2 days, on 3 days, because in this case it was really matter to do it fast, because when we're talking about hype, we need to be fast. And imagine when we created extension and uploaded it, it was like zero extension with DeepSeek in Chrome Web Store. By the end of this week, it was 20 of them.
Hi, Ilya. Thank you very much for joining me today. And first, I would love to let me just say first how I found you. So I found you through one of the build communities on X, and your profile captured my attention straight away. Like you being niched in Chrome extensions, and you mentioned 3 Chrome extensions and over 50,000 users. 5 years in development. I've seen two of your extensions, and really, really nice. So maybe first we start with you, like a quick introduction about yourself.
Hey Jay, that's a pleasure to be here. It's like my first experience in being invited to podcast. I made a few mine, but like be as a guest, it's first experience for me. So that's like very, very it's big pleasure for me. It's very fun. Starting with me, like my name is Ilya. I live in Portugal right now. I have a couple extensions for Chrome right now, which we developed basically with my partner. We like doing 50-50 job for full cycle of development, marketing, etc. Because we like have same position. We both developers, and we learn how to marketing, promoting, and other stuff together. So we like 50-50 partners. Not like I'm CTO, he's marketing chief. No, we like do everything. So yeah, what else you want to hear from me?
So maybe we start from what you just said. How did you meet your partner and co-founder? And yeah, tell me like how important it is for you to find someone who can like be on the same level, and how you guys like manage to split the not just the development, but I believe also like the marketing and the admin work and all that.
That's pretty easy. It's my friend from childhood. We met like more than 10 years ago in a school, in high school. We studied together, and we like doing projects since we was 14 or 15 years old. We doing YouTube channel, like with some experiments for beginnings. Then we started some film site, website like Netflix. It's not working because we were like 15 years old. We understand nothing. So we have like a couple projects and a huge experience behind us. So we have strong communication and strong trust to each other. And of course, as soon as we started together, we have like more or less same level of understanding this world and market. So yeah, someone is better in one, someone better in other. But basically, it's only because we like friends from childhood, and it's easy for us to do the work together. And yeah, it's for us, it's not a problem like to avoid administrative things. We just like, okay, we go 50-50. You do this, I do this. Okay, let's go.
And that's a big thing, right? Like also getting on, like the friendship part, like getting on with someone makes things much easier, right? Because if you,
Yeah,
yeah, like because like obviously when you meet someone new, there are many accelerators and many communities that does this, like let's connect with someone, and most likely most situations it fails or falls apart at some point because people personalities are not the same. They just don't really get on. And also the compromises that you just talk about, right? Because you know each other, you trust each other. The trust takes time to build. So I think it's a blessing, to have someone also to grow with him and just be able to work together from your
yeah,
age.
and one more important thing for me personally, I feel like I am really more team player than solo player, and for me, it's very important to have someone in partner, just like uh, pushing each other to the job. I like I don't know how to say it. Another word, a word, just like push each other from time to time, because all all of us are people, are human, and we mortal, and we have a burnout. And when one of us has burnout, another guy say, hey, okay, no problem, just relax, I will keep pushing, and like everything will be all right. So yeah, for me it's very important that we work together and we push each other on other level, and keep going, not like stopping on some stage. We also always like communicate together, and yeah, bro, keep going.
Okay, so tell me, how did you start? Like, which app have you started first with your partner, and what was the inspiration behind it?
In general, or we are talking about successful ones?
Let's talk about unsuccessful ones because I think this is more important to
Okay.
people who are listening. Because everybody thinks that it's easy and people just create an app and you get thousands of users, and but the truth is you've got a lot of hurdles and challenges and failures, right? So maybe we start with some failures first.
Okay. If we talk about failures, there is a lot of, honestly. Like, as I said, we started our projects in different industries, like YouTube, websites, and etc. Like when we was 14, 15 years old, and since then we have a lot of things which failed. And after each one, we understand one thing. One thing for us, it's like we are not maybe some smart guys, but we are, after each product, we understand only one thing that's block us from success. And one of the most hard and important part, which is always block us from making money from our projects, was promotion and marketing, because generally it's the hardest and the most important part for me, uh, which make product successful. Because if you don't have good marketing, don't have good sales and good promotion, you don't have money. You can build awesome product, but if nobody knows about it, it's gone, it's worth nothing.
And it's becoming
So
different, especially nowadays, right? Like it used to be 10, 15 years ago. I remember like having a good product was enough for people to start talking about it. But like nowadays, especially with AI and how easy new software tools is being launched, I feel that the real issue right now and will be marketing, especially also with organic reach on these platforms are really low, and everybody they're only pushing people to pay, to pay ads. So yeah,
yeah, the
it's definitely challenging.
yeah, the basically most of project we made, uh, they don't have attention, and we don't have money to promote, to push too hard. Like we have $100 on marketing, and but it's nothing. It's nothing. It's just to test. Some people test their advertisement on thousands, and they don't understand nothing because this market is working like this way. But the previous project we have, which we failed with, it was mini app in Telegram. In previous podcast, you already talked about these things, and mini app with Web3. It was a play to earn game, and we reach like 12,000 or 15,000 users. But so there is already no marketing issue. Honestly, we have users, we have a lot of them, but we meet new problem how to convert these users into money, because when people come into your app to play and earn, basically they don't have money. They want to earn
You
from your
want to
app.
earn
So
money, right?
yes, and that was a crypto game. A lot of them right now exist. So there is a lot of people who just came to earn money because they hear that it's possible. So they don't want to spend any of those. And as soon as we don't want to scam people, we just understand that okay, we can't like make money on this, so we just closed the project and that's it. Like we don't scam people because we can, but it's like it's not worth it. It's not the way we want to build, and not people we want to be. And that's second issue. Not every user is user which will pay you and bring you money. So that's second important things for me as a builder. I have a lot of ideas, and some of them just easy to promote, but they will not bring you money in any way. Because, for example, I don't know if you know this industry, but in Chrome Web Store there is a plenty extensions which help you to block the advertisements on website, on YouTube. So imagine they have millions users, but I can't imagine how they monetize it, because the people install your app basically to avoid an advertisement. So how it's going to work? You can show them another advertisement, and they not gonna pay you, because if they want to pay, they will pay YouTube premium, and that's it. So that's the second problem we meet. Like, if you already have users, the second problem, how to turn them into subscribers or just one-time purchaser. That's, yeah, second one.
That's a very interesting point. So tell me about like your AI extensions, and how you came up. I think how we came up with the idea is pretty obvious why you came up with the idea, but maybe tell me how you started, and how were you able to get to get the reach and get the user base and also monetize it.
That's pretty easy and short story. um, my friend is already made some extensions, and he have experience in this area, and he knows that it can make some money. And we just sit together and think what we can do. And unexpectedly, in this February, the 2025, there is a big hype of DeepSeek appears, like huge amount of news, huge amount of traffic. And I say, hey man, what if we like jump into this huge amount of traffic, and we'll create the extension with DeepSeek inside bar, like which will provide basically access to user, like AI wrapper, just in a way that people love. Like it's will be available on any page, and we say, okay, let's do this. We do an MVP like in 2 days, on 3 days, because in this case it was really matter to do it fast, because when we're talking about hype, we need to be fast. And imagine when we created extension and uploaded it, it was like zero extension with DeepSeek in Chrome Web Store. By the end of this week, it was 20 of them, 20 extension with DeepSeek already. Like that was that much hype that even developers think this our way and say, "Oh, we want to do this." And yeah, we were not first; were like fifth. So yeah, but and in case of this, the guys who made it first and make SEO better than us, they gain like 100,000 for now or 200,000 user for now. So, but we have 10,000, and it's the most successful project we already have. Yes, we have more users in this Web3 app, but the quality of users is different. And here we have 10,000 of users who ready to pay. So some of them start buying paid subscription, and we start making some money. So it's most successful project for us right now.
Wow. So it's actually the speed. Even right now, like I'm looking, I remember in February, because I added extension and I added just I added support for DeepSeek, and straight away, like the impressions, the page views, everything like just really went up. And it took like a month, took about a month. But it's crazy right now because I think I'm just scrolling when I put like DeepSeek chat on Chrome Store. I think there is maybe like 30 or 40,
Yes,
maybe
it,
more.
it appears every day new one. Yeah, and now it's have not that much sense because it's already like huge guys with like 100 users, 200 users, and if you will do a search like DeepSeek in sidebar, they will appear first, and user will install their app. So basically, it's like no sense to do it right now.
So tell me about the marketing. You mentioned SEO. So
Yes.
you published the extension. You did the MVP really quick. You put it on Chrome Store, got approved. What else did you do to get the reach?
Basically, for this extension, nothing else, just like CEO and really, really bad MVP. Because we do it in 2 days. We just need something to upload, and then we iterate and improve. And now you see this app looks, for me, it's great. Like one top three on this market, like other comparing to other AI wrappers. It's for me, it feels like top three at least. And yeah, but basically, we also tried to use Google Ads to promote our extension into search, and it works. But as soon as SEO also brings us users, we just stop doing this because it's money, and free traffic is free traffic. You don't spend money. If the user costs you zero, then it's better than it costs $1 or something.
Of
Yeah.
course, that's how you do it. So what channels do you use, like for like SEO articles, etc.? What channels have you used and you still use?
You mean where they come from?
Yes,
Or
like I mean, obviously like your website. Do you use like X communities? Have you used LinkedIn, Reddit? What
we
different
use
channels have you?
just store for these purposes because and most users come from store. They open store, and they have recommendation system, they have a search system. And for example, if you will open the page of another extension related to DeepSeek or ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever, you will see a recommendation of other ones on right side or on bottom side. And most users comes from this channel. So they just see beautiful image and say they decide to, okay, I will try this one or another one. And yeah, so recommendation system in the Chrome Web Store is working. And like in few months ago also it appears in search of Google. So if you read in Google name of your extension, it could appear in Google search. But and it come easily, like it's because of Chrome Store is trusted website, so your page could be like in first page easily, it could be there. But for now it stopped working, I don't know why, but I read a lot of topics about this, and a lot of people mention that their pages stop appearing in search. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
What
basically it.
for SEO and Chrome Store? Because I think a lot of people would find this useful. What do you think? What do you think is the most important? Because you've got obviously the title, you've got the small description, right, which also appears. You've got the promo tile, you've got the main screenshots, you've got the long description. Um, what do you think? Like, if you want to order them, if you want to put those like in order, what do you think is the most effective from high to low?
Uh, for me, the most important is the title, of course. It's I can't rate for percentage, but like for me, it feels like it's most important part for two reasons. Because search uh, based on title first and then on description, and second one because people see the title, it's big, and they understand what the product is. So um, there's a two ways for me to use the title. It's use it for keywords, and second part, if you of course want to explain what is your project about, product about, like uh, for example, you can see a lot of titles like this: chat with AI, it's a keyword, and then it's like explaining uh, and the list of models they support, like chat AI, and list like Grok, DeepSeek, and other things like they support. So the most important part is the title, and second important things I would say it's posters on install page, not this little one, but on page you see these posters, and user to need to understand what's your extension about. Because I see a lot of extensions in our community, like in X I have a community with Chrome extensions, and guys sent a lot of links there, and I tested almost all of them. And the main problem I see, that even me, like I'm doing the stuff in this industry, I developer, I have experience. Sometimes I open the page and I don't understand what this extension is about, like, and what is the reason for me to install this extension if I don't understand what is it. Like, okay, it's have a title which explain more or less, but on these screenshots I don't see the value. I don't understand what's you offer me, what's your offer. So for me it's two important things, and other stuff is less important for me.
I have a question. Like, obviously, right now there are quite a few extensions. They are all like sidebars, chat assistants. Obviously, one big one is Cider. I think that's probably, if I'm not wrong, that's like one of the biggest or the biggest. How do you deal with like competition? Like, is that something that worries you over time? Also, in case Google or DeepSeek, like the LLM vendors themselves decided to come up with their own, extensions, is that something that worry you, or how do you see it?
uh, we can't compete with them. It's like forget about it. This guy is huge, they have a lot of money to promote themselves, and yeah, of course we can't compete with them. But the traffic not working this way, that everyone installs the biggest one. Someone, like, imagine if you want to install DeepSeek, you want to write sidebar, right? You read in a search, you read DeepSeek and choose like in top three of search, you choose one of them. You choose one of them, install. If you like it, you will stay in this product. You won't like switch and choose of various amount of applications. That's how usual user work. Yeah, that's the user flow. Yes, I understand that it's like we as developer, we can spend like 50 minutes or 30 minutes to find the best solution, but the regular user don't work in this way. They just installed, okay, I like it, that's it, he will use it. So yes, of course, we will lose in competition with these huge guys, but if you have a few extensions, you can gain more and more users. For example, in my case, all our extensions is under 20,000 users. But I'm not saying users installs, 20,000 installs, and but summarizing all of them, it's over 50K. So if you do 10 of them or 20, you can gain more users. That's yeah. But yes, of course, we can't compete with them. They will win in any way. So we just eat what they leave us to eat.
What do you think is next? Like for I mean for like for the Gemini app, for the DeepSeek app, do you have like certain features in mind? Do you have like a plan at least for the next 6 months in terms of you don't have to disclose anything, of course, if you're still gonna roll it out, but like in terms of like concept and focus, what would it be?
Yeah, we like iterating these apps, and it becomes better and better. And I think you more interested from development side, and we right now is analyzing our conversion rate and our sales flow. So uh, yeah, the right word is funnel. We're analyzing our funnel and trying to make it better and better and better to make more sales. So we created onboarding and other stuff which can give user understanding of the value, and also we adding a couple of features. For example, right now we don't have very important feature is a chat with the page, is currently open page, which is very important for us. So we are currently working on adding this one. So this one is the most important update will come next month. We will add this, and also some things which other LLMs make. For example, big ones like Grok, ChatGPT, they provide styles, they provide some new stuff, and they, as soon they will update their apps and offer something new, we will try to add same functionality to our users, of course, because that's fun, that's cool. Uh, Maybe someone will use it, but yeah, of course, not everyone interested in it, but for me, the chat with the page is one of
It's
the
pretty
most
important.
important
Yeah, it's
feature
very,
we
yeah,
can do.
yeah,
So
it is. What's your business model at the moment? Because like I installed the extensions. You apparently have got like a free model. Asked me to log in. What's your like business premium model is like versus the free one?
we have 10, like for different models, different quantity, but it's under the 20 free messages, uh, 20 free response from the AI. And then if you want to use it, you have to pay. It could be months or annual subscription. So yeah, that's basically it. Nothing special, just yearly and monthly subscription, and yeah, that's it. And you get basically almost unlimited requests for AI.
How much is the premium? How much is your premium plan for, let's say, like Gemini, for the Gemini app?
Let me. I'm not sure, but it's around $10 if you pay monthly, and like 20 or 30% less if you pay annual. but I don't know for sure because we changed this number to do some metrics and understand what's working better.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, no, cheaper one not working better sometimes. So it's very surprising information for me. So sometimes if you make price bigger, the sales grow. That's crazy thing which I can't explain, but like that's how it works. So we
Could
don't
it
have.
be yeah, could it be explained with also the impression that it has on users? Like thinking of, okay, because in their mind they compare it with other apps, and they understand that,
uh,
okay, if it's got this like benchmark, then this means that it's a good app, deserves my money.
Yeah, it could be like people misunderstand the price and value. They don't understand that price not equal to value. So maybe they think its price is big, the value is also big. That's could be, yeah, could be a big reason. But yeah, the fact is like it's not working necessarily this way, but it could be. So the key idea for me is to change from time to time and see what happens. Yeah, but it's always different from for every app, every extension, every industry, because I read a lot of articles and topics about extensions, and something works for guys, some not working. For example, a lot of people say that trial version is working very cool, like 7-day trial, and then the merchant is get money from user. For in our case, it's not working at all. Like yes, quantity of people who make a trial like 20% or 30% bigger than per transaction, but 90% of them just cancel the subscription after the trial. That's how it works in our case. So you need to do some changes and do a metrics records and understand,
It's a lot of trial and
analyze.
error. Yeah, it's a lot of trial and error, and also a lot that comes also with the brand story, and how it's all in the subconscious minds of people, right? Like how people minds work, right? And they
Yes.
associate the brand. Okay, if it's maybe like that's a bigger brand, I'm more likely to try it and I'll be safe. But maybe it wouldn't work for a smaller brand. Um, a lot of, I believe, like a lot of trial and error, a lot of trial and error with that type of stuff. Um, I got a question with IDEs. Like obviously, there are many nowadays. Like I think every month there's like a new IDE with which got also like its own Copilot version. Um, how do you see vibe coding, and is that something you use? And what's your favorite tool?
For me, yes, it's very impressive and important things. I tried Cursor like more than a year ago, and I paid for Cursor more than a year already. And as soon as it was the first Copilot, I really love, because before the Cursor, it sucks. Like it was awful autocomplete, and after Cursor appears, it become really helpful tool. So for me, I never switched to other ones like Windsurf and Sonnet coding, because for me, the Cursor plus Claude Sonnet 4, it's that good that I can't imagine what can be better. And for me, it's like for now more or less enough, because I am developer and I need like assistant. I not don't need coach, you know. So yeah, of course I use it, and the way I worked really changed, because I don't need to read documentation right now, you know. So and if the most cool things for me as a developer, I always hated to do a debugging, or when you know when you learn new technology, something not working, and you go and struggle for hours to understand what's not working. and now it's not a big deal. You just ask GPT or use Cursor to analyze your code, and it says, okay, man, you do it wrong, you do it not like it should be done. It fixes for you, and you can enjoy of creating, not of struggling to search what's the problem I have. So for me, the bad thing is like I now can build with no stress, like, and enjoy the process. And of course, it's faster. Of course, it's faster, but honestly, I tried to wipe code the project from scratch. And I would say that if you're not developer, you won't build a good product. Yes, you can build an MVP. You can build an MVP easily in few days. But if you want to iterate and to create really good product, no, you
You
can't do
won't,
it with.
right? Yeah, you won't. Yeah, it's about maintainability, and I think like a lot of people now they mistake it because the tools are so easy to start, right? Like give it a command, boom, it builds you something, and they just think, okay, that's it. I don't need to really learn any concepts or architecture. But then as soon as they just start to add more features and try to fix bugs. Um, that's something I found like LLMs, they just need some supervision when it comes to architecture, like modularization, architecture, because otherwise they can just mix everything up, just everything, so much code, so much functions in just one file. And then
Yeah,
and obviously with the context as well, context saving, they make a lot like this still. I haven't used Cloud Sonnet 4, I still use 3.7. But still there are a lot of mistakes. Sometimes they delete functions or logic that should not be deleted. I found personally like it's very useful to just keep the code just like as if you're doing it yourself. Just modularize it as much as possible. Architecture document as well. Make the LLM create architecture documents with every feature or every commit. It's okay. It's gonna take one call, or it's gonna take maybe an extra 30 seconds, but it's gonna be useful for the context
yeah,
whenever it picks up again.
yeah. And one more things that like which stopping me from moving from Cursor and other stuff. Because when Claude Sonnet 4 appears, I moved from 3.5, 3.7 to 4, and I I noticed one problem. The most advanced model, they overthinking, they over engineering, they doing too much work. So for example, sometimes I switch back to 3.5 or 3.7 and ask to do them a simple task, because sometimes when you ask more advanced model like the latest one from all providers like OpenAI, Google, etc., they over engineering. They trying to fix all problems in your projects, which is not a problem. You're asking for one little teeny feature, and you go grab tea, come back, and like 60 files is changed. What? What did you do?
Yeah, yeah. I noticed the same. Like my favorite actually like is GPT 4.1, and I switched it like with smaller changes that deliberately I just don't want it to be over engineered. Just like really simple. Like I find like GPT 4.1, not the O models are good at that stuff. But that's the sort of stuff you get with experience. Even like if you uh, write some summary for which models are better at what, but you get that stuff from experience, right? And just like dealing with the model over and over. I wanted to ask you, what do you do while waiting for the prompt while waiting for the IDE to finish the code? Like, do you start scrolling, or do you look at something else? How do you manage multitasking in the age of
Oh
AI?
God, yeah. I'm like, I'm 22, so generally I'm the generation Z. So for me, it's really, really hard to focus when it's like even if the prompt and thinking took for 1 minute, I start switching to YouTube and other things. So yeah, that's a problem for me. But when I really, really dive into some project, I can be focused and don't switch, just sit and look what an LLM do. Or just as soon as a lot of work based on front end, and you can like ask a model to do something, and you just see how the front end part changes, if something changed, if it's a reboot or whatever. So basically, most of time I just switch to YouTube and watch some fun videos, because I usually watch it on the background, some podcast or something. So I just sit, listen to the podcast, and see how the stupid robot do my job.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same. I like to put Joe Rogan a lot on the background and just 3 hour podcast, just put it in the background and just also like a simple tone, just keep it like on low volume and just work, just get like, because coding can become very lonely, right? Like it can, you can get very lonely. So just put something like two people talking, just something to give you like, hey, you're still alive, there's still life around you. um Okay, my last question, Ilya, is what inspires you? Like, what inspired you to take this journey? Because I'm sure you used to work maybe 9 to 5, used to have like regular job. What inspired you to do what you did and to still do it?
Money. Money. uh, but yeah, basically I think, from my experience, it's not about someone or something that inspires people to do or build something. It's about their mindset from the beginning, because uh, I was trying to do something since I remember myself. Like I remember myself as a person from 14, 13 years old, and from that time I already tried to do something mine, something, build something, uh, make a channel. So I think it's more about your mindset from scratch, what person you are. Because yes, of course, I work in 9 to 5 because I need money. I also love programming, so I get experience, I get money. I enjoyed working. I love my job, my industry, but I always wanted to build something. So for like I worked in my last company 3 years, and for 3 years, for these 3 years, I created short film, make a podcast with friends. Like we have 5 episodes or something. I make video clips for other people. I built a couple of projects, like mini app extensions, everything else, because I just can't sit after 9 to 5 and drink a beer. I want to drink a beer and build something. That's about me. I'm not like trying to be, oh, I'm different, but like I just I just get bored to not to do something else. I love building, I love creating. So I think it's like, if you don't inspired by building itself, it's very, very low chance that you will build something, because
Yeah,
yeah.
it's who you are, and it's also the potential, right? Because deep down, you know that you can do something. Like that you can use this time. You've got the potential. You've got your mind. You've got your knowledge. So why not, right? Like why I'm just sitting, just doing nothing, just drinking beer every day and just watching TV or with friends, right?
Yeah,
Is that
but drinking beer and watching TV is pretty good, and I am not saying that it's like blame or something. I really even get jealous about people who love this, because sometimes I wanted to sit and to just watch TV, but I think, oh man, no, it's not interesting for you. I'm just a couple weeks ago, I have like just real weekends. I have no plans at all, which is unusual for me. And I sitting and thinking, what can I do? And I sit and think, okay, it's time to learn Swift. And I just sit on the weekends and start learning Swift UI to build iOS apps. That's uh, that's sometimes it's uncomfortable for me, but I think it's just my nature. I just want to build.
and
It's
there's a
no
lot of
matter what.
and there's a lot of pleasure, right? Like at the end, when we talk about pleasure, pleasure is dopamine, right? Like I read about. It's good to also understand how our bodies, our minds work. Like you get dopamine from that. You get dopamine from like just building. Like once you build something, you open the browser and just like, oh, it's built. I added a new feature. You get this like dopamine rush, right? So
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
also a pleasure that comes in, but you have to, I think you have to accept it, and you have to find something you're truly, truly passionate about. Like an idea. I myself, like every app I worked on was a personal problem. I think a lot of people, they share this. It was a personal problem I wanted to solve myself, and it's that pushed me to just stay until like 3 in the morning every night to get it done, right? And that pleasure that comes from it.
yeah. Yeah, but like from childhood, as I remember myself, I always love to learn something and to create something. So this two main pleasure for me, because even when I watch some content on YouTube or in Instagram or in TikTok, it always, for me, it's always something new, like about science, about like our planet, about something new, and I get dopamine from learning something new. So yeah, for
It
me
could
it's
be your
this way.
life purpose. Could be your life purpose, right? Could be who you are
Yeah,
here for.
we'll see. We'll see how it will end. For me, it's like a long journey ahead. Because I won't say that I have an success yet. For me, it's like okay, just okay. It's not zero right now. It's not zero payments. It's already something. So we'll see how it will end, and I still enjoy it. I will build till I die.
That's what matters, right? The enjoyment, and I believe with enjoyment comes money.
I
I
hope
believe
so.
so. I hope so as well. With the right open mind, and the correcting mistakes and learning from others, I think that's what eventually will bring profit. Ilya, thank you very much for your time. I really enjoyed talking with you, and thank you for being generous with the answers and going with the flow.
Yeah,
And
thank you so much. I also enjoyed this conversation. I love this type of conversation and communication. So if you got some views and attention, just call me again. We will talk again.
will do. I would love to. And yeah, wish you all the best with your extensions, and looking forward to see like more exciting stuff coming up.
Okay, thank you so much. Wish you good luck with your channel. Subscribe channel, watch podcast with builders, and subscribe our X accounts. Ciao.
I'll put everything in the description as well. I'll put the
Okay.
extensions and also your X in the description. Thank you, Ilya. Have a good day.
Thank you. Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.